The Binding of Isaac has a multitude of challenges that can lead to good unlocks, such as runes like Yarrow and Perthrow, or just really good items like Death's Touch or the occasional Chaos card that allows you to one-shot a boss. The things with challenges, though, is that one in particular stands out the most: Ultrahard. You start as Isaac without the D6, but with both key pieces, and must defeat Mega Satan, or Delirium if you're into that type of thing. The challenge part of the run is that you have just about every bad curse in the game. Curse of the Lost means that you don't know where the hell you are. Curse of the Maze means you're getting teleported all over the place. The worst curse of them all, Curse of the Blind, meaning you have no idea what items you're picking up. And lastly, Curse of the Labyrinth. This is coincided with having no health drops at all, meaning that red hearts will drop in general, tinted rocks can't drop spirit hearts, and certain items are just objectively worse, such as Candy Heart, Soul Locket, and even good items like the Relic Reminder. The lack of health drops may not mean too much for some players, but every enemy that has a champion variant will be a champion, meaning that early game without any stat boost will be a nightmare. Combined with the fact that almost all champions do 1 heart of damage and giant champions do 2 hearts of damage. This means that poor play can lead you on the verge of death almost immediately. Beating Ultra Hard is a whole different beast, but I would say that there are 3 main strategies to beat this challenge: the treasure room strategy, the library strategy, and the fuck it, we ball strategy. The treasure room strategy is fairly simple to understand. You're going to hold down the R button or press both joysticks if you play on controller until you start next to a treasure room. You are then going to enter said treasure room and hope that the item you have is good enough to carry you for the duration of the early to mid game. You are then hopefully, by surviving, going to get enough good items to win. This strategy may take a while to get going, mostly because you should fish for really, really good items, but it's probably the most consistent way to get into the mid game, barring any crazy skill issues. The library strategy is similar to the treasure room strategy, except you're looking for 2 items in particular: the Book of Revelations or the Satanic Bible. Ultrahard is unique in the sense that items that directly add to your health bar will allow you to heal, or in this case, stack HP. There are pros and cons for both books. The Book of Revelations gives you a spirit heart, but if there's an eligible horseman boss on the floor, such as famine, pestilence, war, or death, you will spot a cube of meat instead of a normal boss item. This isn't inherently bad on this challenge, especially because orbitals are really good and a lot of the champion variants shoot out projectiles, so it might save you from some damage. The book also gives you an innate 17.5% chance of landing a deal, such as Angel or Devil, meaning that if you want to go Angel deals, this book is for you. The Satanic Bible, on the other hand, makes it so that all boss items will be replaced with Devil deals instead. This can be combined with good play, potentially to make you extremely strong, but it will make you far frailer compared to a normal run of Ultrahard. Keep in mind that if you use both the Book of Revelations and the Satanic Bible on the same floor, the Devil Deal will be a cube of meat instead of a normal Devil Deal item. Picking up the Satanic Bible item counts as taking a Devil Deal, which will lock you into Devil Deals, barring you don't somehow luck into getting the Book of Virtues as an additional book from the library. In my opinion, the Book of Revelations is a little bit better than the Satanic Bible, mostly because you're just going to be getting hit for a lot. But with really good play, Devil Deals are generally bigger power boosts compared to Angels, especially because a lot of Angel Deal items rely on dropping Spirit Hearts and keeping you alive. But keep in mind that you start with both key pieces, and because you do, your Angel Deal chance is going to be boosted. So if you carry the Book of Revelations, you may get multiple deals. Ultrahard is unique because most of the time you should want immediate power, which means that this is far more situational than most other runs. You start with both key pieces, which boosts Angel odds, as I said earlier, and if you blow up a shopkeeper, you can get additional chances for Angel or Devil rooms. The argument to be made for Devil Deals is that Devil Deals generally have greater power boosts, but barring taking the Satanic Bible, I would probably only take 2-heart deals, as they are generally stronger by comparison to the 1-heart deals. The only exception to this rule would be if I took Satanic Bible and had an excess amount of HP due to good play, but I wouldn't expect any 1-heart deals to bail you out of the run. Angel deals obviously don't cost anything, but with the lack of ability to see the item, you have no clue what you're grabbing. Items like Glyph and Balance struggle more since they can't spot any hearts, and Soul Locket is generally useless in this challenge. On the contrary, items like Sacred Heart, Revelation, God, and Godhead are all so strong that they can trivialize this challenge. And in the off chance that you get Filigree Feather, which allows angels to drop Angel Room items, if you have both key pieces, which you start with, this may allow you to cruise to a relatively easy victory. Which one's better honestly depends on the strategy you decide to use. If you wanted to go Angel Rooms, it may be harder to land, but the Angel Room item pool has 13 active items of its 66, meaning that it may be harder to get value from the deal if you want to retain your book, such as Book of Revelations. While the Devil Room has 94 items, only 23 are actives, and many of those actives are found in libraries as well. Book of the Dead, Necronomicon, Book of Belial, and Monster Manual, to name a few. Most of the actives are also only one heart deal, so you can just generally avoid them. So if you grab a book or like Satanic Bible, for instance, I would probably go Devils. In the rare case you do get Book of Virtues from the library on top of your Satanic Bible, you would just stick to your original strategy of pick up every boss item, go Devils, with the added chance that you could go get an Angel item and get more defensive value. This last part's just going to be some general tips that I usually did whenever I beat the challenge. My first tip, which is one of the most important one, is to never take any pills ever. In a normal Isaac run, pills are generally pretty neutral. You'll get your speed ups, your speed downs, range up, range down, all the sorts. But in Ultrahards, pills are terrible. For one reason in particular, the pill Hematemesis, which in normal runs, pretty neutral pill. However, Hematemesis removes all but one red heart container. It will spawn 0 red hearts on the ground due to the conditions of Ultrahard. So unless if you get PhD or false PhD, which reveal what the pills are, do not take any pills. It is not worth the potential value. For every balls of steel, there will be a Hematemesis, and you will nuke your health bar. The second tip I have is you just gotta take your time. Like, you only need to go to Mega Satan, which is an endgame boss, but granted, with the fact that Void Portal spawn every single time now, I consider like Delirium the true like super deep boss. But speed's irrelevant. You don't have to hit Boss Rush, you don't have to hit Hush. Just take your time. This makes certain items like really, really good by comparison. Placenta is a really good item because if you take red heart damage, you can just sit there and wait for it to fully heal you. Nod Leaf and like one orbital or 120 volt or like Blue Baby's only friend, they can trivialize this challenge because you can just stand still, you can't get hit, and then the orbital will deal all the damage. And if you somehow manage to get like a god synergy like Pyromaniac Kamikaze, you're literally invincible. Another key thing is that certain actives are a lot better. I know I mentioned both books, but even like Yum Heart or Yuck Heart, which are like usually pretty mediocre to decent items, are like insane because they allow you to actually heal. And I know in multiplayer, Yum Heart heals half a heart for your partner. So if you decide to do this challenge in multiplayer and you get Yum Heart, you might want to take it and stick with it. My third tip is to go to the shop. You gotta be shopping. You have no mapping. You don't know what your items are, so you really can't guess the secret room too often. You might be able to just like vibes it out sometimes. But the amount of items in a shop that can help you win is crazy. Both the red and blue candles, which are actives, can just straight up carry you to the room by themselves. I've done it before. Glowing hourglass is a way you can heal yourself 3 times per floor if you use it correctly. It allows you to take double deals, and if you don't like the item, you can just leave. Softwatch legitimately makes the game slower, and keep in mind, you're playing on normal mode, so if your enemy projectile speeds are slower, and Softwatch makes it even slower. Coupon can give you 3 double deals and shop items. Basically, every battery item is insane with a good book or active. I believe I got
car battery, which is double active, which if you have Book of Ev or Satanic Bible, just gives you 2 hearts instead of 1, which just allows you to stack health. And there just really aren't a lot of bad shop items either. In this case, the bad ones would be blue map, compass, and treasure map. And everything else should be pretty solid. Just make sure, try to get money to afford them. And then another tip for them is all the 10-cent items are terrible in this challenge, especially. Like Ventricle Razor, Compost, and the Jar, which aren't normally too good, but they're like really bad in this challenge, especially. My fourth tip would be play to live. Here's the situation at hand, alright? You're one off a guppy, you're on like Necropolis XL, victories within grasp. All you need to do is get that red chest payout, and bang, you win. You go into the curse room, that's half a heart because you don't have flight. You open a red chest, it's an item. You don't know what it is because it's cursed up blind. You got cursed eye, you're fucked. You lose, runs over. Curse rooms just aren't worth it. If you could bomb your way in somehow, sure. But the chance that you get a really bad item from a red chest is just about as good as getting like a guppy item after a while. You will take a heart of damage if you enter the normal way and leave the normal way, assuming you don't have flight. And if you do have flight, you're taking a heart on the way out, assuming you can't teleport. You can't get spirit hearts or black hearts. Pills come out of red chest, which we don't want to take that. So really, the only thing you're hoping for is like an item that's good or friendly flies or spiders. Red chests aren't just gonna have like great items because you can't get troll bombed, you can't get super troll bombed and get hit, and that's just unnecessary damage. I just wouldn't recommend entering any curse rooms. Sacrifice rooms, basically Achille as well. Like I mentioned placenta earlier. That's how you make your run take 5 hours. Just don't do it. I understand if you have placenta and a lot of health, you can like potentially farm, get your sacred heart, but it's a 33% chance to get teleported to the angel room, and then it is an additional 33% chance to spawn an item. Blue hearts can't spawn, and money is good, but it's not that good. The damage just isn't worth it. Just play the challenge smart. It's a challenge. You definitely don't want to teleport to the Mega State and fight with very little health, that's for sure. Just go through the game and survive. And then my final tip is tip 5. Don't get frustrated. The challenge is called Ultrahard for a reason. You're going to struggle and die, and that's okay. It's a hard challenge. Because despite being called Ultrahard, it's actually played on normal mode for some reason. But with all the champions, I'd argue it's harder than hard mode. You're getting hit for basically your full health bar if you get hit twice on the first floor. If you're feeling frustrated, in real life, do something different. Do a different challenge, just play a normal run, unlock more items that, trinkets especially. You want to try to get as many items that can allow you to like game break and win. Or just take a break from Isaac. It happens sometimes that runs just don't work out and you end up wasting 20 minutes. But like, unless if you have placenta and like a good enough run that you think you can win, just try to give yourself the best chance to succeed. Don't try to sit there for 2 hours farming placenta to go into the next week to get hit 3 times and having to do it again. Because whenever you play it, you definitely will play worse when you're mad. Thank you for watching the video. This one goes out to my boys Andrew and Alex because they haven't completed the challenge. But I really hope this will help them out at least a little bit. It is just a really hard challenge, and it's going to take a while, but I believe in both of you. All right, see ya.